Hello, everyone. This is your spiritual leader, Grover Cleveland here, reminding you that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. It's not just a good idea, it's other things too.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey, it's me. I finally made it today. You know, we have a little saying here. The best laid plans of Ryan often go awry. I was originally planning on doing 2 pages today because I was supposed to have the time. And I ended up having to be away from away from home till 4 a.m. last night. So just as soon as I got back into a good schedule, I got yanked back out. So excuse my skankiness, and excuse the fact that I keep lying about being able to do 2 pages. Maybe tomorrow, but probably not, knowing my history. I used to be able to pencil 2 pages in a day or more, and I've certainly inked 2 pages in a day before, or maybe more. It's just the opportunity hasn't been lending itself to me. But here's today's page. Okay, let's go. I invited a whole galaxy of people to come on the show with me. Let's see if they do. I'm going to also bring my mic around a little closer. Let's get its shadow out of the way, though. If I'm able to. All right. I think this is a harmonious desk arrangement. Okay. Let's see. In the meantime, I've been scrambling to get the pieces together to get some artwork done for the Nam Just YouTube podcast that I do with my brothers occasionally. Now, I'll admit it's been a rocky show, the first few episodes, and but it's funny. I'll give it that. It can be funny. I think my brothers are pretty funny. But the one we just recorded, oh man, it is funny for sure. I think it's the best thing we've done. And now we're trying to get pump some production value into it. So I'm trying to make some artwork for it on top of everything else to do. So we'll see. I got to make a little video for them tonight after I finish this page, because that is my first obligation. So we're in a different location here. I don't know where we are, but there seems to be this space lizard. How do we know, Ryan? How do we know it's a space lizard? Oh, because it has 2 antennas coming out of the top of its head. It's like a space iguana. I went to Mexico a few years ago, and we were on an excursion one day where we went to these tombs, and we'd be like walking around, and then all of a sudden we'd be like, whoa, I almost didn't see it, but there's an iguana right there. And then we'd be like, oh, cool, let's get a picture of the iguana. And then we'd look up and be like, whoa, there's another iguana. Hey, there's another one and another one. And before you knew it, you realized, oh, you're surrounded by effing iguanas. And they are not like pet-sized iguanas, because these are wild iguanas. I saw some as big as a dog. They looked like alligators walking around. Like maybe small alligators. But they get huge. I had no idea how big these dang things got. So yeah, me and Liam were on the phone today. I was trying to find some content for the next episode we record, and I was like, I think I've got something here, but I don't know how to approach it. It seems like it might be a touchy subject or whatever, and I don't want to, I don't know what, but I don't know what the issue really is, so it's hard to say. And then he just spouted something out about it, and then we started riffing back and forth, and we were just cracking up over the phone. I was like, I wish we were recording this episode right now as we're talking. So I think the next one's going to be good too. I really think we found our groove with what we're doing on the show, I think. On Nam Just. So I think I'm really going to be pumping out the next few episodes, like spreading the links around, which I've been hesitant to do so far. Not that it wasn't funny or I don't want to support my brothers, but it just seemed a little like it needs to find its voice till nowish. And I think it's starting to work. But in the meantime, I'm inking. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and put together some video tonight for that. Oh, dude, and Liam's music's gonna be featured in the show, and that was killing me. I was really digging that. I'm excited for the future of that thing. Let's see, y'all. That's what I really need. I need Liam to get on here. Dang it. link always like disappears on me when I'm trying to text it out. Like I send it out, close messages, then I'll go to send the link out one more time, and it lets me. It tries. It looks like it's gonna let me paste it, but then it doesn't, and I gotta go copy it again. Creepy lizard arms. So we don't know what's going on yet in this scene. Just all of a sudden on this space iguana. That's what I wrote in the script too. A space iguana lounges lazily on a branch, on a dried branch. I just do these dots as an indication of scales. Sometimes, if the details need to be really small. Oh, hey, Bucky. What's new? Me and my sister were talking about how my brother Liam is like always asking us to do artwork and stuff for this thing. And, for this Nam Just thing. And it's like he's always like, "Can you do that tonight?" It's like, I guess maybe, but he doesn't. He kind of doesn't realize that we've got other stuff going on too. Bucky says your sister hit her breaking point. How so? What happened to your sister? What'd your sister do? I was just on the phone with my sister, and she's like, "I made a ring today." I was like, "Oh, you made a ring?" Because she makes jewelry every once in a while. I was like, "Is making a ring something you can do at home on camera?" And she's like, "Yes, it is." I was like, "Then you should come on my show and make a ring." And she's like, "No, Ryan, it'll lose its integrity. It'll lose." I don't know. She was like making all these excuses. I was like, "No, just next time you're making a ring, and I send you the link for the show, come make a ring on the show." And she's like, "No, because there's all this hot equipment, and I'll end up burning the house down." I was like, "You're mean to me. You're too mean to me." Bad sister, bad friend. But that didn't work. She still didn't want to do it. She can't handle college, being in California, and now she's trying to go to Arizona for spring break and then move to New York with her friend and start over. Yeah, start over school? Like, man, I have all these friends that like went to art school, which is a bad idea probably to begin with, but for most people. But I feel like then they're always talking about like starting over with something else, and like I don't know. People have a hard time deciding what they want out of life. I guess I get that. Art school is such a weird concept. I wish I didn't spend all my money and continue to have to continue spending money on my art school education. My school closed down, by the way, after I graduated. But yeah, like I feel like if you have good work ethic and focus on learning and stuff and like becoming a good artist, and if your work is good, it'll speak for itself. I don't think you really need school to be an artist. You just need motivation and determination and to be honest with yourself when it comes to like where you need improvement and what you need to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. But like half the people at art school do not belong in art school to begin with. There were a lot of kids who like had money and like liked to dye their hair, and that's what they were doing at art school. And I mean, I say pursue art, but go to school for a trade or something. Get some skills under your belt in case the art thing doesn't work out. Because I had very supportive parents about the whole art thing, but I don't think it was the most wise route that I took. I mean, I have two sisters that went to a better art school, and they got a better art education than me. But and they got jobs out of it. And they're graphic designers. So it worked out for them very well. But I don't know. I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't. I feel like I talked my other sister out of going to art school. Not that she's so crazy into art herself, but she wasn't sure what she wanted to do, and I think she was considering it. And I was like, not necessarily a great idea. But they are better artists. Yeah, they are definitely better. In fact, I don't think my one sister Kaylee, I don't think she had just started drawing, and she was like doing stick figure stuff, stick figure comics and stuff like that. But it was like, this was like in high school. She was starting to draw because she hung out with a lot of like artist friends, and she would do like the simplest art, but it was like really expressive and really, really well done for being as simple as it was. And I was like, you should be a cartoonist. You're doing better than I am at cartooning without putting like any effort into it. And I was like, I'm jealous of you. And her response was like, shut up. Like, she's like, I don't want to be an artist. And then it was like a few years later, she found herself going to art school, but she definitely became a very talented digital painter, and she's great at like doing layouts and all kinds of stuff like that I can't do. She's like laid out websites and all kinds of cool stuff for. She designed like a Kickstarter campaign for my uncle back in the day, but she's definitely a really good designer. And then my other sister, I think it gave her art. She was always pretty good. My sister Heather. But just did like kind of like abstract stuff, and she learned how to do digital stuff through school, and she designs like coins now, I believe, like specialty coins. And I think makes catalogs and stuff like that too. But I think it gave her art. Like she also designs packages and stuff like that. They learned how to do a lot of stuff for like I guess package design, and they learned a lot of practical use for art, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what they do day in and day out, but they definitely did become better artists through school. The Bradford group is what she works for, I believe. Still. And yeah, she designs coins. I don't know much more about it than that. But I've seen stuff in notes where she was like scribbling ideas and stuff down one time. I was like, oh yeah, you're actually like designing coins. That's interesting. See, she should come on and talk about it. But she's the one that was like shooting me down on coming on the show this very day, like an hour ago. For the U.S. Mint, that would be wild. Like she's doing all the what do you call them, the national park quarters. I somewhere I have a collection of all the state quarters, but and I started collecting the national parks and stuff when they ran out of states. Didn't they did like all the presidents too? But I don't know. I think I gave up after the states. I started collecting whatever the next thing was, but a lot of them just ended up in a bucket under my bed, and then I kind of gave up. Oh yeah. And I know people that like went to school with me that worked on projects with me that worked on movies. Like now I forget my buddy Jose back in the day. I worked to some capacity on Mitchell versus the Machines. I think there was, and I forget. There was some other movie where I was like, "Whoa, that's a big deal." But I haven't talked to him in years. So it works out for some people, but they gotta be really ambitious about it, I think. Or I don't know. It's a flaky industry to try and like bet on, or it's a flaky career path to bet on rather. Yeah, I should check out what he worked on and reach out to him. We're friends on Facebook. And I've looked into him a couple times, and I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed. He's definitely doing what he set out to do in school. Oh, my sister just sent me an email of me and my brother's disembodied heads for the video I need to make. it's like nothing's guaranteed. I got this like crazy opportunity when I was going to art school to show off my portfolio to this Cartoon Network executive. And it was like I missed the cut. I wasn't going to be able to do it. And like I found out about it like a second too late. And I was so bummed out. And then this friend of mine who was like in line to meet him, she was like, "Oh, you should have a spot. You can have my spot." I was like, "No, I wouldn't do that." Like, she was a much better artist than me, but her argument was that I was more the type of artwork that they'd be looking for, I guess. And so I got to meet this Cartoon Network executive at the time. I think he's an executive for Nickelodeon now. And he was looking at my portfolio, and he's like, he like stopped on the page with like my main characters at the time. Like I'd done like I had a couple pages of like character turnarounds and like some stuff on my character Sid, and he was really into that character, and he's like, you should email me. And he gave me his card. He's like, send me more information about this character, because I really like what I'm seeing with him. And I was like, yes, sir, Mr. Network exec, sir. And I spent the next couple days just like banging together this yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Well, this was 2011. I'm sure I still have his card somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but I didn't throw it out. I know that, but he was this. So like, I know one of the big ones at the time was Regular Show. Gumball was big. So it's like a little after my taste, but I mean, I liked Regular Show enough, but it was kind of like at the, I don't know, not my quality, but and I spent the next few, like 2 or 3 nights putting together this like pitch Bible for what that character was about, and like what the world of that character was and everything. And I had, and I never printed a copy of it like I was originally going to, but because I was going to mail him a booklet of it. I thought it looked real slick, and like it was full color for most of it, and I was going to like mail one to the address on there, and but I just sent it as a PDF in an email to him, because I felt like that was less like in your face about it. I wanted to be a little more subtle, like not so like desperate, maybe seeming. And but I thought it was a beautiful document. It was like, it had this real cool designy cover, and then you scroll in and it gives all these like character bios with full color pictures, and all the pictures were like like the character. It was like the characters, and then like a cool designy background, and then real bright and colorful, and like, and then I did like a bunch of like episode synopsis, and I think it was like the best project I had made to date, and I did it in a couple nights, and I emailed it off to him, and I never heard from him again. So I don't know. The point of the story was trying to get anywhere in art is pretty fickle. And I know I sent him, like, I made some little animations, not of those characters, but just funny little animations that I was making at the time. And I sent him a couple of those and never heard back from him. C'est la vie. Still made it farther than some, yeah. That was an exciting thing. And my roommate's brother was it, because I don't know why he was there, because my roommate's brother also went to the same school as me and my roommate at the time. He was there doing, so it was just like one-on-one in this room, this like AV room. But then for some reason, my roommate's brother, of all people in the school, was tooling away at something, wearing headphones in the corner of the room, and he was like secretly like listening to the conversation as he was working. And he told me later, he was like, oh man, my eyes just like were like wide open the whole time. I was like, I can't believe Ryan's like nailing this right now. And yeah, and then I swear at what the document I sent him, I'll have to like pull it up somehow and go through it on the show sometime. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know I have it somewhere. And it was way better looking than any, and way better designed than anything that he was seeing in my portfolio. So I don't know why the sudden like cold shoulder when he asked me to send it to him, but whatever. Like I said, c'est la vie. Here's the lizard's tongue smacking this space bug out of the sky. Whoosh! Whoosh! Yeah, that was at least encouraging that my character designs were getting somewhere. Like, I guess it was at least an effective character design. Let's see. Here's some swings. Let me get this antenna out of the way. Let's see, something's bugging me about this tree branch. I don't think it looks like he's really on it or something. And this is the end of the tree branch, and that's the mountains. Maybe that's part of it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do add some line weight to this to put it in front of. I'm gonna add some line weight to this branch. Put it in front of the desert. That'll give the branch its own weight. Hopefully. Yeah. When I look on the screen, it looks better. Okay, and then and then some of the details inside I think I want to do as well. I think so. I think that's. Let me get this out of here. Or bumped up to. That's almost a tangent. does it look now? I think that's better. I'll allow it. That's a space lizard on a tree branch in a desert, right? How do I feel about that? Do I know any train tracking apps? You ask the strangest questions. Train tracking apps. No. What's it like for train schedules? Like maybe a Metra app? I don't know. Why do you ask? Like I'm never prepared for your questions. I didn't want that to touch. Where is CSX 3257 at this very second? Well, sir? My brother Mike was just telling me everything can be answered on Google. So let me take a look. This is me also just making fun of him. I don't know. CSX 3257 location. Where are you? Let me look up train tracking apps. Even though I think you probably have done that already. Train location. First thing that popped up. Track your train map. Amtrak. Track a train. Yeah, but how do I track a specific train? You fool! Well, I guess it's doable. I just don't know what I'm looking at. And also, I don't know if that's going to look for the thing that you're specifically asking. My stepdad taught me about a rail trestle a few miles from here, and I want to find a train on it. I'm not looking for a specific train. Any train will do. Well, there is this thing at Amtrak.com, at least, that I don't know how to the minute it is, though. Where's my train? But I assume you've also looked at all these things that I'm looking at right now. I got nothing. I remember. So my two sisters that were going to art school. When they were going to art school, they used to take the train out there every day, and so I wonder. I'll bet they might know something. I asked one rail fan on Discord, and he said no. Oh, really? Because let me see. Do you know of any train tracking apps? But I'll see if she knows. Because, yeah, my sisters used to ride the train every day. And I remember one day I had to take a train somewhere for some reason. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were like, they gave me like a play-by-play, like, here's what you do. I think I had to meet one of them out in the city. And they're like, here's what you do. You're going to do this, 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 this. And I just followed their note and made it into the city by train. That was probably also the last time I was on a train, close to 10 years ago. The cool thing was, whatever she had told me, I found that it happened to also translate to when I needed to navigate myself through the airport onto a plane by myself shortly after. I was like, it was like all working to the same effectiveness somehow. I was like, man, that made my fears of navigating through the airport and knowing what to do by myself, it made all my fears melt away. And I suddenly got what I was doing. Okay. But as for tracking trains, so far I got nothing. But I did ask one of my sisters. I was going to get out a ruler and do this, but I think I'm just going to freehand it. I don't exactly know what I'm after here. I'm surprised though if they're saying that there isn't something that where you can just like watch in real time your train move along a route. That's really surprising to me. I feel like, first of all, why isn't that a thing just anyway? And then there is a legit audience for I know so many people who are like over the top train nerds that would really be into that. Hey, look.
I love trains.
You do?
No, but I just heard what you were talking about, and I thought that would be funny to come on and say.
I mean, I don't I should say, when I say I know train nerds, not to the capacity that I can just call them up and ask them about that. Otherwise, I would for you, Bucky.
Bucky.
Like
Wait, does Bucky like trains?
he was trying to figure out how to track a train. Like if there's a train tracking app out there where you can kind of like find out where a particular train might be at any given moment.
Just want to know where trains are, essentially.
Kinda, he says.
How are you, Bucky? What the devil? What was I gonna say? Well, I don't remember. But how's it going, Ryan?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited for Nam Just.
You are?
Yes.
Cool.
I think we kind of cracked what we're after on it.
Yeah, I think so too. The only
I
hard
think it
thing
was
is
kind of a
getting.
little. I think it was a little lost. Like we were not firing on the same cylinders for a while. Bucky says, "I always cover it up."
I'm pretty good. We've started this whole YouTube thing in this family, and I'm just trying to figure out how everything works. That's what I've been up to this past whatever month. But really, like this last like couple days, weeks.
Damn.
That's pretty vague, but like this last week, especially, I've been trying to learn this new editing software, and then I got Herbie Fully Loaded as my.
I commented on that a couple times here. Why?
I don't know. I was like, I don't have a good cover photo.
I never thought to ask you when you were around, but then I would go on the site and see it and be like, "What the hell's the matter with that?"
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Lindsay Lohan on the show.
Oh, I thought Bucky replied, but it was Taryn Madisira de Befigzad and saying Vom Red.
I'm gonna copy
Dude,
that.
I don't like those things. I feel like they're like spies or something.
It's I don't know. I can't even copy it though, and check out what it links to. Somebody said I don't know. Those apparently those are like links to random things.
Yeah, it's quite alarming.
But I don't. I think that's a new thing to YouTube comments where all these bots show up and do that throughout the show. That's the first one I've seen today, I think.
Ooch. Wish I would. I created a clip to promote the episode. A clip from when we were talking about the vodka protest. It's about 2.5 minutes long.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Are you able to share it here somehow? No.
You maybe could because you've played videos, but I don't know how you do that.
Do you have a link?
I'm trying to. I have a Google Drive link, but it says I'm trying to open it to make sure it's like good, and it says the video's still processing.
Oh, okay.
In Google Drive. But I also have to check on it because I put some different render settings on, and I don't even know. I don't even know if the render settings work for it, so I gotta see that first. Yeah, I had fun doing that intro, even though it only took like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you recorded the new version of this song.
Yeesh.
And I think you're talking about doing a new one for each episode with different lyrics, which
Yeah.
as evidenced by how on topic the lyrics for this one.
I think the intro should tease that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So that's the new thing. I would love to just make a new 30-second song every time, but then we'd have to make a new. I mean, I guess
We
the intro
did.
video doesn't have to sync up with what's going on, I suppose, but in the future, I don't know.
There isn't gonna be any future. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, because of the nuclear stuff. Have you guys heard about nuclear stuff?
Like the
Apparently, sort of, except like Russia. I'm just kidding. Is Vucky? I feel like Vucky doesn't want to talk when I'm on because. Hey, Vucky subscribed to Now I'm Just.
oh man, cool. Well,
Yeah, thanks, Vucky.
yeah, appreciate it.
I do appreciate it.
I was saying earlier though.
Like
I was
Bucky.
saying earlier. I feel like it's a little clumsy and stuff.
What is?
Several. What? Yeah. What do you want? What do you want him to say? What do you want him to say, Liam?
I don't know. I'm just messing. That's just the only reason I say that is so he just responds with anything like, "What do you want me to say, idiot?" He calls me idiot. Nah, I'm just kidding. I feel like that smack is missing a C. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. What is that? A mosquito?
Yeah, my sister just replied back. The Ventra app, Ventra, Ventra app. I don't know if that's helpful though.
Venture app for what?
She says, like like for the metro that I took going downtown, right? The Ventra app. Maybe.
Never mind. I was gonna say maybe your name's not actually Vucky, because I was gonna ask, do you get Vucky the Vampire Slayer a lot? But that's probably not your real name, is it? Said if I haven't called Ryan an idiot yet, you're safe. Thank God.
Yeah. You can't be the dumbest guy on this show, Liam.
Watch me. Ding, ding. I get a frying pan. Like Peter Dinklage. No, I'm just kidding. Shoot.
Me and Liam had some exhaustive conversations about Peter Dinklage together. But that's all I'll say. The most common.
Fucky. Fucky.
Let's see.
So your name's actually Vucky then? Or do people know you as your YouTube persona? Suppose I just don't know enough about Vucky. And I don't know how much Vucky wants me to know about Vucky. Maybe 6 things.
but he is.
But yeah, go on.
I believe he's in Alabama. Is all I know. But I could have totally forgotten. Only one internet person knows his real name.
That's very smart.
Yeah, Liam is wishing that he never gave anyone his name once he started doing the Namjust podcast.
Well,
I'm wishing that he didn't use my real name once he started the Namjust podcast.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Well, at least I'm safe on Spotify. My name's really different.
It was two, but one forgot. Oh, one of them is probably me. I wonder.
It's all right. I know your name's Adam. Nah, I'm just kidding. He goes, "What? How did you know?" I'm like, "What a shot in the dark! Shot through the dark! I mean, hard! I mean..."
Fix that.
Wait a minute.
Are you watching YouTube videos right now?
I'm watching I'm watching the clip I made, but hold on a sec. There's a part I took out that's still in there. I wanted to post it to Facebook, but I didn't want to keep the part where Mikey says just one word
Uh-huh.
for Facebook. I didn't want to put a... You know what I'm saying?
I do. I don't know what you're referring to, but I guess I know what you're saying.
Some sort of... Well, I shouldn't say the word or even hint at it.
Something vulgar.
Yeah, something with a... Wait, you can hear it?
I heard him use the F word. Is that what you're talking about?
No. It's what comes right after. Oh, maybe I should just say screw it and post it.
Yeah. That'll work out. I don't know what he said though, so. But I imagine that
It's
if
the R
you don't
word.
want it, okay.
And I mean, look, look. I just don't know. I tried to ask him. I'm like, dude, it's up to you. It's you on the internet. And he kind of said, he sort of said, I don't care. But I'm like, why do I still
It's
care?
like,
I thought once he didn't care, I was like, fine, then I don't care. And then my
like
heart.
your name is there too.
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be in the episode 100%. But for the clip I was sharing, I tried to take it out, but apparently it stayed in.
Well, can't you go edit it out?
Well, I had a version.
Try harder.
I had a version without it. I thought.
I mean,
I thought I did because I have a
continue
version
to
with
edit
and a
it if
version.
you want, can't you?
What?
I said you can continue to edit it if you want, can't you?
Yeah.
There. Problem solved.
I
Easy.
thought I already did it, so the fact that it didn't not.
Well, if Adobe has taught me anything this year so far, it's that you can't rely on software to do what you want it to do. Always.
It stayed. I deleted it and it stayed. Unless did I?
What are you editing in? Because I know this one you're not editing in YouTube editor or whatever, which I don't know how to use.
Hey, what love?
Oh, hey!
How are ya?
The
I had to put
world's
on.
most fabulous Canadian.
Right after, let's think of one other Canadian.
Let me sleep.
Oh, my chair. Oh, my chair leans back. This is my new chair, and this is the first time it has ever leaned back. Or did I just break
The
it?
last two chairs that entered your house fall over when you lean back on them. Where are you buying these chairs?
No, I didn't fall.
Oh, I
It's
thought
just
that's
it never leaned before, but I think I unlocked some secret ability it has. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me
oh, you're still
no
not officially
more.
Canadian.
Wolverine has to be the most famous. Oh, why did I read it as comedian? I'm like, I'm just not even Canadian. Okay. Yeah.
I guess I heard that Wolverine was Canadian at some point.
It goes Wolverine. It goes Nick Swardson. And then it goes What Love.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the one who plays the blonde guy in Benchwarmers who won't leave his closet and he eats sunscreen.
What a cinematic masterpiece.
He's at the top of the Canadian ranks. Ooh, no more. What is love? What love? What did you eat today? And if you say a croissant, I'm gonna laugh at the at the at the what's the word, irony of that, because you're French.
The topic every time.
And she's like, "What did you eat? A potato?" Huh?
The topic every time What Love or Let Me Sleep comes on is just like, so you're French Canadian. Tell me about that.
What's it like? Nah. Like, God, I'm just a person. He deep-throated a baguette.
Oh, dude. Don't say that, Bucky.
Bucky? Dude, screw it. I'm putting that, just because of that, I'm putting the unfiltered version of my video everywhere.
Good lord. Blur my face out.
I think Bucky doesn't know what love is a girl.
I didn't see this part. I'm happy you didn't say someone in the Canadian hockey team.
Oh yeah. You know Pavel Datsuk?
Oh, for famous people.
That's an old player, and I don't even know if they're Canadian.
It's hockey. It's our sport, but we have one of the worst teams ever.
Is that right? Oh.
I'm always drawing off screen. What a dingus.
Come on, man.
Worst
is it?
Art show ever.
It's just a shot of your corduroy pants. You're like, yep, I'm just drawing a gulp. Damn, I was a man for him. God, I wish I could be a man.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah. Do episode 9 just tomorrow.
Josie does too.
What love? If you've never subscribed to Nam Just, why not? Oh wait, you're on Twitch. Well, that doesn't mean you don't also have YouTube.
Yeah, she's on YouTube.
Maybe
But,
she did. Maybe she did subscribe, but maybe she didn't. The possibilities are endless.
But it could be that anyone doesn't want to, because I wouldn't blame anybody.
Oh, come on. It's a good show. It's very fun. It's very funny, but it's a little crude, but
It's more
it's
coarse than
It's
I'm
still-
almost comfortable being on.
Really, you're not comfortable being on there?
I'm fine with it, but I'm like I'm a little hesitant to share it around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've noticed. I have to do all the work.
I know. I think episode 6 is awesome though. But
Episode 6?
yeah, the forthcoming episode 6. We had a blast.
It's coming out tomorrow, and I need Ryan to finish the intro video so I can plug it in so I
Good
can
luck.
post.
Good luck getting me to do it. Dude, I'm still off camera. What a bad person. I should be shot. In the head till I'm dead. Why can't I do this? I've been doing this for 7 or 8 months.
I know, you're expecting in 1 month. Oh, I thought you meant the... Wait a minute.
A little YouTube baby next month. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Next month. Stick around for Ryan's birth.
I'm gonna be
Live
born.
stream. He's gonna live stream him pumping out a... What are you doing for your 50 subscriber special? Which is coming up so quick.
How many subscribers do I have? I have 40 something.
Last I checked, it was 41, I think.
Yeah. I think I might have more. I think I might have 42 at least now. But I don't know. For 50 subscribers.
I think people would find Not Just funny if they gave it. I'm of the suspicion that no one is giving it a chance.
Oh, you know what? You know what you should do? Oh, you know what I should do?
What?
It says 42. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
8 away. Oh, don't tell me what love left. Every time I try to plug myself at all, everyone leaves. And I'm sorry about that.
What was I gonna say? You know when you pulled up that definition for the gestures privilege. I should after the intro, I should fade that in, and then fade it out, and then the show starts. Right?
Wait.
Just fade that little definition up for a second.
On your show?
No, when I do the intro.
Oh.
At the tail end of it, that pops up and then disappears. No? Yeah? Maybe. I'll do a version with it and see what you think.
Well, you're just going to find the definition?
Get a screen grab or something. Or do something with it. Not necessarily a screen grab, but...
Oh, you didn't left. You didn't leave, I mean.
See?
She just doesn't want to answer.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're chaining her to the show. Maybe she's got stuff to do. Maybe she's doing
No, I'm not. I just... I'm not.
You're a real jerk. No, I'm just kidding.
What is love? Dude, that song gets stuck in my head every time I see the username, and it's just... I'm sorry about that. I'll try not to sing it again.
I wasn't even making the connection that's why you're singing that.
Baby, don't hurt me. I sing it 1 second later.
That's true. You did do that, didn't you?
What is pizza? It's a food. We've got a really good show.
Is that Letterman?
I don't know what it is.
It's not Letterman.
I think it's Dilbert. Do I look insane with no glasses, Ryan? Well, you've known me my whole life without them.
Yeah, you're literally born without them.
I was?
No, I can't back that up.
Boop 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 boop.
Look what you're doing to people.
I know. I'm a disaster.
Is that a real song?
Yeah, that's by Blink-182 from their 2012
I had a
EP
feeling.
Dogs Eating Dogs Track 3, Disaster.
Oh, really?
Oh, really, really? There's too many facts for that to be not true. But the 19-minute 5-track EP from 2012?
Sure.
What?
I'm aware.
If I could recommend anything today, it's to floss. I've been flossing now for 4 days in my life. And the difference I've noticed is almost none.
Is that now I'm addicted to flossing?
Did I make a new song? I'm always working on songs, but
Play some music.
oh, come on.
Play some music, monkey.
I don't know what to play.
Is that something you say to monkeys? The grinder monkeys.
Why?
Music box organ.
Oh, I dropped my phone. That's a great angle. Wait, let's.
Where are you right now?
Ooh, I'm in my own little. I'm in the. I got nothing. I'm under my desk.
Oh.
Oh, mother, son of a something.
Oh, let me pull.
That angle's really special. I'm sorry to bring it to an end. Disaster. Now why won't this one come on? Ah, son of a... You know what? I'm just itching to say a swear right now. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's a world better. I'm not gonna do that. Gosh.
Oh, you're gonna play the intro to the next episode. But...
No, I'm not gonna do it because they don't even want to know about my show with the.
Can you play the original one you had? How about that?
I deleted it.
You deleted it? You dummy. No, here.
Did you know that some girls these days...
Oh, I thought I had After Effects open still, but...
Were any of the viewers aware that some girls these days like to pretend to be a puppy?
I talked about it a little bit.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm not here to plug my show, okay? That's not my thing. It's never been my thing, but you can see us talk about girls being puppies tomorrow on I said it as my camera slipping and sliding. Hi. I'm something. Remember that time that Brazilian girl came into your show and she's like, your brother's chaotic?
Oh, somebody gave him a call. Oh, no, wait.
Wait, Ryan, is it just me on your show? What just happened? Hello, everybody. This is Ink the Book with just me. I'm not inking a book today, but I'm just sitting here. Is this show still going on? Please, in the comments, let me know if this is still going on, because I actually don't know what's going on. Ryan seems to have, I don't know, left his own show. And I almost can't even believe that. It's true. It is true that Ryan, well, I can't just leave then. Then that's just, the show must go on until he's back. Did his phone die? I have too many questions. That's too bad, because I know you guys aren't here to see me and I have nothing to draw. I could try to draw a dog, but I'm bad at drawing the legs, the paws as well. Really the whole thing. I can maybe do the tongue. What do you guys think? Do you guys draw? Are you guys here because you draw and you're here to watch someone else draw because it interests you? I don't know how you guys stumbled upon Ink the Book. Anyway, let me know. That's okay. You can take your time.
Whoa, I fell out of my own show.
Yeah, you did, dude. I had to ask them. I was wondering, it made me wonder, do they draw? Because I was like, I'm sorry, I know you guys are here to see someone draw, but I can't do that. I said I can maybe draw a dog, but I'm not good at the legs or the paws or really any. I can maybe do the tongue. And then I asked them, do they draw themselves? I think What Love maybe answered that before, but I didn't know if Bucky did.
Also, now I don't see any of What Love's comments. It looks like it says I'm still broadcasting to both, but right now I don't see any of What Love's comments that were there. I just see Bucky's. Anyway, that was weird.
Yeah, I was like I would leave, but I feel like I can't.
Thank you.
There'd have been nothing going on, but she responded a couple of times. Oh, we have a chat. Do I have to prove I'm an artist? If you want to, then hell yeah, you have to. You have to. If you want to, then you have to. Should I go get a Crumble mint shake? I'm obsessed with these things.
What is that sort of thing?
Crumble mint shake. It's from a place called Andy's Frozen Custard, and they basically have their own thing of a shamrock shake. It's called a Crumble mint. It's just mint like custard with Oreo, but it's not as green as the McDonald's one, so I feel like there's even less coloring in it, which is also good because it still tastes phenomenal. Like mint chocolate is like one of my favorite things in the world. I could bathe in it because I'd still feel fresh from the mint, but I'd also get the sweetness of the chocolate.
Oh wow, you have a lot to say.
I always have a lot to say, even if I talk in circles or I go nowhere. Or maybe I'll just say nonsense like Spadoogle Gibblegak. I could go on for a minute. I could go on for 2 minutes. But you know what?
You could go on for 3 minutes. 4.
I might
5.
I might even
6
say
minutes.
I think What Love knows by now after that first episode she saw me on that anytime there's just a fragment of attention on me, it's a mess.
Yeah. Your brain. She's something else. Your brain is a heart.
My heart is a triangle. No, my name is a triangle. My heart is a square. I forget the rest of the words. You make me feel like a fool. Ooh, ooh, waiting for you.
You don't.
That's a song by Frankie Cosmos called fool. And where did I find it? From none other than the soundtrack from Hilda. It's where I find my tunes now.
I liked that cartoon. I never saw season 2 on Netflix, but
I did. And I saw some of the movies.
That's a series of comics, I think.
It's a good show. It's not like it's like, I don't know, it's like a kid show, but I like it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Exactly. Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Exactly. Sorry.
Exactly as I do. Exactly.
I always
Exactly.
be doing a SpongeBob bit. Like,
SpongeBob, I told you not to in my cornflakes.
what? You told what?
SpongeBob, I told you not to ish in my cornflakes. Ish?
Guys, we went to a bar and grill.
And my heart.
We went to a bar and grill the other night. Me, my brother Mike, and Liam. And they carry on the way they do on that show. They carry on that way in public, only like worse. And like I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a like a 16-year-old waitress right there. How can you don't say that stuff? I'd like to come back here.
Well, it's not like anything we were saying was like not for. I don't remember. Maybe I can't back myself up here. But I will say this to anyone who. I'm not a bad guy, but I will say things for people to be shocked or laugh.
Yeah.
And I know that it's something that, some people would say don't do that, especially not to the public, but I don't know. I say I'm going to do
not
it.
Evil, but it's like, I'm like, I almost want to like cover my face.
Fine. Next episode of Nam Just, you'll just be a black screen with a deep voice.
No, I'm just more concerned, like, in a restaurant when you guys are talking about pooping into condoms and like you're talking about
Oh, that was Mikey who did that. Not
I know,
me.
but that's
not only did he say it, but he did.
Not in the bedroom or anything, just like to make his friends laugh, like when he was a teenager.
Yeah, he didn't just do it out of curiosity. I'm telling you, the things we'll do for a laugh, it's just we are overtaken by that. He's also eaten a slug. He said what? Vucky says what?
Yeah. Yeah, he also ate a slug to make his friends laugh when he was a teenager.
It's just
and
things you do to make people laugh, and I'm sorry that's maybe not what you want to hear. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to maybe go get an ice cream shake because I love them.
Oh,
now,
it sounds like you're rooting through a junk drawer, but I think you're laughing.
He's like, I just want to keep it so bad.
Well, it's in the show. I don't know. Do what you're going to do. I don't.
It's just like no one watches already. This is the preview.
Yeah, right.
It's our first ever clip posted. And now it's 9:00, so there's no point of posting. Oh, good Lord. My heart is a triangle. My bollocks is a square. Dude, I'm feeling presidential right now.
Oh, how so?
I don't know. Something's overtaking me. Taking me.
Which president do you suppose you are?
I don't know. I
Wait,
have
wait.
not.
Oh,
I haven't yet. I mean, I just feel odd, or maybe off is the word, or something. Like
You're starting to sound different.
what?
Hi, Liam. Do you know that I can see you? I couldn't for a split second.
The damn thing moves because it's balancing on my headphone jack. I feel strange. Oh man, hold on. Come on. What the?
My connection.
What? What in God's
That's
name?
my dad.
What in God's name?
And former president Millard Fillmore.
What in God's name is going on? I've never been respected.
At all?
I'm in the. Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, look, someone
I'm
older
Millard
than
Fillmore.
me. It's someone older than me.
Fuck you, Liam. He's got Millard Fillmore on his fingers, and he goes, "Hey, look, someone older than me."
I've heard it.
On his fingers, what?
I'm telling Tara.
I know.
Tara says, "Hi."
He doesn't
Hello, Tara.
understand. He doesn't understand not to break the fourth wall. What do you mean fingers?
Who's not breaking the fourth wall?
God,
Not
it's like
you.
Chozo. President thing's over.
Old man O'Connor.
That's what Vucky says. Vucky.
Then it's agreed. Dad's old.
So we should stop saying that. Now he's feeling bad. But I'll tell you one thing. He is
A
older
young man
than
doesn't
us.
get his knees smashed to pieces and replaced with carbonite. Right?
That's kind of happening, right?
What's that?
Huh?
Did you say they get smashed? They smash the kneecaps?
No, they just take it off.
Oh, okay. Can you
I was
keep
gonna say,
your
didn't they-
kneecaps? I'm begging you. Keep your kneecaps. Like in a little jar of formaldehyde or something. Can you keep
You're
them?
gonna make a velociraptor whistle out of it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Say, didn't they?
In the world that
Didn't they smash your knees back when you lived in San Andreas? Something about coke and not being delivered on time. Just laugh.
maybe.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. So will you ask them if you can keep your knees?
No, I don't want to keep
Your old knees.
Your old legs.
Please ask them for me. I'll take them
Let
off your
me
hands.
down.
I'll take them off your hands. I just want you to keep your old bones. Can you do that for me, Dad?
You know,
Tell
you
him
can't just roll it around between your fingers like an old booger.
Right. Well, that I'll get over that.
You make me feel
Tell
like
him
a
you want to
fool.
keep. Tell him you're entitled to keeping your bones. Can you keep your bones? Can you keep your bones? Can you keep your bones? And if they say no, you say then I'm walking. To which they'll probably say not very fast or far.
I'll say, I'd like to see it try.
Yeah. But
What's going on with this page?
yeah, it's hard to see this one, especially when I don't film the part that I'm drawing.
Dinosaur.
We're just on a space lizard lounging on a branch. There's like little space bugs. My hair's falling out all over the page. There's little space bugs. And then whoosh, he smacks one with his tongue.
Yeah.
And then Lope. And then this portal opens up and sucks up the lizard and spits out them.
Does it really?
The guy. Yeah.
I'm probably
does.
I'm probably gonna go get an ice cream shake.
Get one for me too.
No.
Yeah.
How can I do that? I live in Fort Myers and you live in Texas.
I'll be in the middle in Alabama.
Well, we'll stay out of Vucky on the way. You don't know who Vucky is.
No. Lucky?
Yeah, Lucky.
Lucky Vucky. Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Get me some ice cream.
Wait, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Dad, you're making me not want to get anything. Nah, I'm just kidding. Ryan. No, but I'm not kidding. Ryan. let me know when you are able to finish that because I'm trying to have it finished.
Yeah. Well,
Then I gotta up whatever it. I gotta re-render it and diarrhea. So
okay.
Dad only knew one word there, and it was the last one. All right.
Render.
Diarrhea. All right, I'll see you.
Any extra opportunity to say diarrhea. Bye, Liam.
Bye.
Cigars, you fucking retards.
Oh my god. Had to do it, I guess. How are you? What's new with you besides doctor's appointments on?
That's about it. I was on with Danny, and your mom interrupted and took over. We called her Cindy,
What are you talking
girlfriend.
About? What? Liam's still on the show.
I'm on the show.
Hey. What?
I'm gonna get some money for ice cream.
Oh.
Then get me some.
This is gold. This is YouTube gold.
For real.
I don't care what anyone.
Brian, I had technical difficulties at the end.
What?
I had technical difficulties at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I say about that.
So, all right, Dad, tell us about painting houses.
Tell you about what?
Painting houses, or
Painting
some other thing you're interested in. Like you're interested in painting houses.
We went to a lady's house today to paint, and she had to leave abruptly with her daughter and take her to Chattanooga,
Where's Chattanooga?
Tennessee.
Oh, just at the drop of a hat. Like, oh, sorry, gotta go to Chattanooga.
Well, involved in that, she went up to North Dakota.
This was
to
like
get her
North Dakota. Really?
Unexpected trip. She
Were you
her.
still in the house? She's like, lock up when you leave.
Kind of like that. She had her boyfriend come over and stay with us, but she had to go to North Dakota to get her daughter, who was leaving her spouse, a girl, and loaded a truck and brought it down to here, and then they were going to Chattanooga.
What's with the spontaneity of all this?
I don't know. I got swept at all and managed to still paint. And we had to wait until 11:30 to get the colors for the walls.
What in the afternoon today?
Yes. So
what time did you get there? Like 5?
No, we did everything. Got there at 7, like we always do, and we just did a bunch of other work there.
Oh,
And
Bucky's
then
going to die. Bye, Bucky. He's out.
Bucky's out.
Yeah.
Bucky got bored listening to the story about paint drying.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, honestly,
Who's
probably. But
who's Bucky?
Bucky is a frequent popper inner of the chat on these videos. He comes by a lot.
No real name, so that's why I called myself.
That's it's
Mongolian.
allowed. What's that?
That's why my name coming in was Mongolian Truffaut.
Yeah. See, you guys can see that on. I don't know. I have that turned off where it shows the names on screen, but the default is to have all those names on screen.
That's bad because
everyone's joke names always get lost on my show.
I had to work up a name before I was able to allow myself to go on. Whatever you're getting, the same thing.
Yeah, you want a crumble mint shake?
Who the fuck doesn't want a crumble mint shake?
This is wearing right.
Oh, so
it's allowed. I just
frown upon it heavily.
It shocks him every time.
Yeah, it shocks me.
You hit the off button.
Well, I just imagine like my friends' kids like tuning in to learn how to draw or something. Not that it happened, but
strange silhouette.
I really shouldn't have did with it.
What page is that?
It's labeled page 112, but it's probably
really
it's probably 130-ish or something close to it.
I had a good guess. I said 134.
Not that.
But that's what
I wouldn't think.
Oh, that's what it is.
130 might be pushing it, but. I didn't finish this one.
So what's been going on previously on this episode?
This episode? Like me doing this page?
Your thing. This here last hour 48 minutes.
Let's see, y'all. What has been going on? I was talking about we were talking a lot about Nam Just. We're getting excited about Nam Just. Because the episode that he's putting up tomorrow, we were all just hysterical the whole time because it was like all the stuff we covered ended up being really funny, I thought, and Liam thought, and I think Mike thought too. But I feel like we found a good I think we all finally feel comfortable with it. There's a few episodes where I'm on it. Like, I'm not on every episode so far. Or, there were a couple that I wasn't in. And then the couple that I was in.
The 2 good episodes.
What's that?
You weren't in the 2 good episodes.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Well, there were a couple that I was in where I was, not talking much. I was I didn't know how to dive in. And after I saw them, I was like, I should really just speak up more, no matter what I say. And then, so I came to the table with something to talk about at one point. I sent Liam a link to something, and then we were just all making fun of all these videos that we were watching and stuff like that, and it was really fun. And then today I was talking to Liam about something I found looking for something to talk about on the next show. And I was like, oh, it's kind of it might be a touchy subject, but I don't exactly quite get how. I'm wondering, I feel like there's something here, but I don't know how to address it. And then he started he just made some like quick-witted comment, and then we were just kind of riffing back and forth, and it like we were hysterical about that, and we're like, okay, that's going in the show for sure. And then so I think we kind of figured out what we're doing now with Nam Just.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm
Good
excited.
name.
And then today
That
I'm
sounds
also working on artwork and videos for them, and so that's all I've really been talking about today, I guess.
So how's Nam Just doing? Feel good.
Hmm?
I
You
haven't
kinda-
seen this episode. I watched the 5th.
You haven't seen what?
The 6th episode.
Oh yeah, because he's posting it tomorrow, but I don't even know how it's doing. I guess it's doing okay. It's got like some number of followers. I just
24
reached them.
subscribers.
Hmm?
You have 24 subscribers.
Over there.
Yeah.
It's crawling steadily upward. But Seamus was watching it, my cousin Seamus, and he was saying it was really funny. And then the other night,
you sound like a series of synthesized noise.
like me, Mike, and me, I don't know. I do. My connection
Yeah.
seems like it's really spotty on this episode. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Boy, I sure hope this episode posts. Send your hate mail to Ryan O'Connor at RyanOComics@gmail.com. That's Ryan OHCOMICS.
As I like you.
What's that?
You said why? Because we like you.
Why would somebody like me?
Oh, God.
I'm not. You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Good. That makes me very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Boy, the energy on this show.
How many nights are you doing
This? Doing what?
how often are you on another page?
I try to do it every day, but I've been really it's been really unreliable this month and a little bit last month. But for I don't know, for various reasons. But like I wanted to do 2 pages today, but it didn't work out. You know, life.
Well, you're doing a fine.
Generally, it's supposed to be like just about every day. I try to get on every day. Dad, tell us a story. Tell us a story. You're so charismatic with your clientele, and you're leaving my show all dry.
I did chase your guest off.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, first he was on talking a lively conversation. Then I came on. Then he left.
Well, what do you know? The news is on.
Just calling it how I see it. He said he was going to get ice cream, yet there is no ice cream to be seen.
Oh, you're talking about Liam.
Yeah.
Wait, he got back already?
No.
You're back?
Leave.
Dude, either you're choppy or my connection is still acting up. And I feel like every time you come on, you're choppy. So I really don't know.
I'm choppy?
Here and there. I heard Liam talking. Did he come back?
No, he won't leave.
Rip off.
That's what I was thinking, because I really could dig some ice cream. Are you going or what?
Yeah.
He says, yeah, but and all of you out there in Ryan land know that he's supposed to be going. So I've got witnesses.
We'll testify against them.
No, I've got witnesses, but I have no ice cream to show for it. He says Ryan land loopy as fuck. And it's full of lollipops.
Sure. Hey, Dad.
Hey, what?
What's the worst injury you ever had?
I can't really go into it on your show.
Oh, no, don't go into that one. How about your second worst injury?
I'm going to tell you the first. See, we were walking down the yellow brick road.
I don't got you.
Nah. I don't think I want to talk about my injuries.
Okay.
The worst guest.
I'm the worst guest on any show ever. I should tell you about my trip
to what?
Ireland.
Yeah. Tell us about your trip to Ireland.
Well,
this is your first trip to Ireland?
My only trip to Ireland. I don't think they want me back there.
You have only been there once. Me too, but not that time. This story's from when I was just a twinkle in the corner of your eye, right?
Well, this would be like a couple of years before that. I got into a barroom brawl. Well, I started a barroom brawl.
How'd you pull that off? I mean, you're with a bunch of Irish people in a bar, and you were more surly than all the Irish people. Is that what I'm hearing?
I had a beef with a guy, and he was over there, and we got into it in the bar, and we ended up on the ground, and I got pulled out by a guy, and he made me sit down and drink brandy with him, and he said, "Look what you started in there." And I turned up and I looked into the bar, and I saw like people throwing bar stools and hitting each other with bottles and just swinging, and lots of fighting going on. It looked like a John Wayne movie.
It looked like an Andy Capp comic strip.
Yeah. And then they gave me a T-bone steak for dinner. Her mother made. She made me a.
Oh, I thought you meant the bar patrons. I was like, man. Okay, so grandma and mom prepared you a steak dinner. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So after dinner, I took the bone out to the dog, and the dog was that stayed outside all the time.
Did you
And
say?
I
Did you say a sheepdog?
Huh?
Did you say a sheepdog?
Yeah, is
Okay.
A border collie,
Okay.
and they're like outdoor dogs that have a certain job, and that's to watch the sheep, and that's that. And
Mhm.
I started to play with the dog, had a bone, like a T-bone from the steak, and I kind of tempted him with it, and I started waving my arms around at the dog in a playful manner, which led the dog to run up into the field and run around in large circles, barking at the sheep. And I kind of let it go at that, and I went inside the house and got ready to go out for the night. And then
Yeah. Typical
when I
dog.
when I came out and I was ready to go out for the night, it was pouring rain outside, and Nancy's brother was a flicker and his wellies, was a big boots, and he went down into the field switch, and he was trying to get all the sheep out of the potatoes, because it seemed like when I had I accidentally sent the dog out to round up the sheep, and he brought them down to be sheared, but since no one was there to get them at the shearers, to take them in to be sheared, they just congregated there and then wandered down into the potatoes and started to eat them.
Oh, okay.
So it was a result of me playing with the dog. And then there's so many things that happened on that trip that I can't really tell you about.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'll just let my imagination run wild.
I'll just tell you the last one. When we were on everybody was gathering up at the house.
You were on your what?
We were getting ready to leave for home. It was our last night. And everybody is at somebody else's house, and they were having drinks, and like I had packed, and I'd kind of had enough of the company. I was getting ready to go, and I came down to the pier, and I saw my friend Petey Sweeney, and he was standing on the pier with a bottle of booze, which turned out to be a Moscow Mule.
Moscow
It was
Mule.
just a big a bottle of it, wrapped in a brown paper bag. So I drank it a little bit with him, and we talked, and then I told him, "Oh, geez, I really gotta pee." So he said, "Go right ahead, Mike. There's no one else here." So I started to pee, and as soon as I started, it'd been one that I'd been holding for a long time, so it'd take like minutes to get rid of it all. And then right when I started, and then got to the point where it was too hard to stop, every over the hill.
Wait, what's that?
Everyone came over the hill and descended to the deck where I was standing.
Why did everyone come over the hill all of a sudden?
Because we were getting ready to leave. I thought I was like far enough ahead of them where I could at least take a piss, but I didn't get very far before they all came over the hill, and I couldn't stop. So everybody was standing there watching me pee off the pier. And I'm talking about 50, 60 people.
Including Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah. Well, not Grandpa, but
okay.
just Grandma and all her friends. And she sent me.
It's a family affair, though.
Yeah, she sent me a letter 2 weeks later, and she sent one to Nancy, and she said, "Tell Mike it's been high tide since he left."
Because of your bottom?
Because I was peeing like a fire.
Oh, I thought it was a moon joke.
It was,
oh, you probably didn't have your butt hanging out, though.
No.
Okay, it makes sense.
No, kid in kindergarten that used to do that. He'd just drop his pants.
It's like Butters from South Park.
Yeah. I never was one of those guys that dropped his pants to his ankles when he peed.
Yeah, my bad. I was just thinking about how you had your pants down in general.
No, it was the
Anyway,
fact that I was ocean and raising the tide.
yeah. Okay. But you did something else. Is that?
Yeah, I did.
I thought this was the story.
Well,
you were telling.
after the fight, we were kind of fighting. So when I got home, I was
Who was
upset.
fighting?
After the fight, I got into in the bar.
Oh, right.
Me and your mom were like, she was mad at me. So
Uh-huh.
I went off in a huff and I started to walk out back behind the house so I could go throw rocks into the ocean.
Uh-huh.
So I started heading that way, and I stepped in the drain, and the drain is something that runs across the field, and I stepped in, and when I came out, like just one of my legs all the way up to my upper thigh was full of mud. So I was, I had a lot of drink, and I started to walk on. Fuck that! I'm going to the ocean and throwing rocks like I said I would. I was determined, even though the big drain.
Like, how often do I get to throw a temper tantrum this way?
Yeah, yeah, and then my leg was full of mud, and I tried to hop over the rock wall that they have so many of in Ireland, and I fell to it and realized that they don't use mortar in those.
Yeah, it's just a wall of like carefully placed and terraformed, like carefully arranged rocks to make a little wall.
Very like a jigsaw puzzle, and I just kind of crashed right through it, and threw my 2 stones, and not very well. And then her brother and said, "What the hell are you doing down here?" Ah, Jesus, you knocked the wall down. Now follow me back and where I step. You don't want to end up in that drain again. So I started following him, and of course, I was staggering. And he said, "Now watch it. This is where it is." And I put my foot right where it was, and down, to the upper thigh of the same leg, and somehow I still had a doubly muddy leg and another clean. And
you're like Two-Face.
And I walked back to the house and changed. And when I fell asleep, probably to everyone's delight, and then I woke up in the morning and I came out, and the first thing I saw was my pair of pants with the one muddy leg laying on the floor. And
oh God, that really happened.
It did happen, yeah.
No,
and then I saw, yeah, much to my chagrin. But then I saw Nancy's sister Pauline, and she said, "Hey, you better stay away from my dad. He's pissed at you." And I said, "Really? Why?" And she said, "Because you fell over the rock wall." And then, that memory rushed back over my face, and I realized that I'd done that. And then I said, "Oh my God, what did he say?" And she said, all he said was "fucking yank." And so I avoided him for the rest of the day too. But we did go out later on in Scotland, and I asked him if it was all right if I married his daughter, and I mean, even though we were engaged already. So we had a shot and a couple of drinks, and we sat around and talked.
Just stay off this island forever.
Yeah, island, and everything will be just fine. So he gave me his blessing as long as I promised to never come onto the island again, and I never have.
Did he really do that? Did he really say never come onto the island ever again?
No.
Was that the
Anyway,
last time you saw him in person?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that really talked to him that one day in the bar. That was all. It was a pub in Scotland. In
Scotland?
Kirkintilloch. Yeah, Kirkintilloch. And we sat around and talked for a couple hours, and then when it was raining, when we left the pub and we were walking out, it was raining, and we just sat and talked for like a couple hours, and we'd gotten along very well. And he pulled out an umbrella and held it over both of our heads. So it was like it was a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only time I ever really talked to him. So
yeah, I think I only really talked to him once myself when I went to Ireland in second grade. But I mean, like just one-on-one talking to him. Like when we first got there, I remember I was like, I just got to their house, and he's like, "Oh, so what do you think of the country so far?" And I was like, "Oh, it's really cool." And he goes, I do suppose it's pretty chilly out here." I was like, yeah, that too." And then there's one morning where I don't even remember what we talked about really, but he made me a bowl of cornflakes, and we were just kind of up together, and while everyone else was asleep, and he was kind of chatting with, like, making small talk with me. He was a very quiet, stoic man.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he was.
And then he was out in the shed the rest of the day working on some this and what he was working on. But yeah, and I have his wedding ring. I wear his wedding ring.
Yeah,
and I have his hat displayed on a sculpture I made in this room here, above my head. He used to wear these, like, those what do you call those? Like those cabbie hats? Is that what it is?
I forget what they're called, but hat.
Like those like flat hats.
But he was gifted.
Say that again? He was what?
He was very.
Oh man, you're cutting out. He was a what? Very gifted, I think you said.
Gifted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Carpenter, and he worked. He made boats. He built their house.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're not gonna believe this. Ryan is back. Liam is back.
One of us.
He got me to shake.
Where's mine?
I got the small one. He got a large one for himself. But I said thanks anyway. Thanks, Liam. He's a good man. I was jonesing for a shake.
Albeit a cheapskate.
I wouldn't say that. He's a very nice man. Liam. Thank you. So now I'm going to have to get going because I have to go slurp this shake down. But it sure was nice talking to you.
Likewise. Thanks,
I'm
Dad.
glad we had time together.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. Thanks, Ed. Bye. That's my daddy talking about my maternal grandfather. You know who I never met? My dad's dad. My dad's dad died when my dad was 11. of a heart attack. It might have something to do. Me and my sister were talking about that one day. It might have something to do with why, like, I don't know how to change a tire, or, you know, like, I don't know anything about cars. I don't know anything about sports. Like, my dad knows stuff about sports. My dad's always been a big sports guy. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like it played into me and my sister. I forget to what capacity she brought it up, but she kind of pointed out that, like, we probably have it probably impacted our upbringing. That his dad died so young. Though his mother did remarry, and there were 13 kids living in my dad's house at one point. And I think it was only for a year or two, because my dad's family had 6 children, and when my grandma Dot remarried, she married a man, my grandpa Ed, who had 7 kids of his own. So, I mean, they put the Brady bunch to they were like looking at the Bradys and rolling their eyes. But yeah, 13 kids in one house. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know how many bathrooms they had, but it wasn't enough, you know. Everybody's like trying to like get control of the TV and just have alone time at all. Like, it was bad enough having 7 kids in my family. I was the oldest of 7. But just like, though I'll say, like, alone time when I finally got it, when I moved out, it was like I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, what do I even like to do? It was like when my roommate wasn't home, the first like 6 months of living on my own with my roommate. It's like if he was at work and I had a day off, I would just be like, I was just like listless. I didn't know what to do with myself. It kind of put me in a bit of a depression for a little while. But yeah. Living with a lot of people was it was always exciting. What was so exciting about it? Probably something. Christmas was always we'd wake up on Christmas morning and it was just a sea of presents under the tree. My poor broke parents. Dude, I cannot believe how often I am not on camera drawing. This is a big unwieldy panel though, so I'm going all over the place on it. But I've been doing it this entire stream, even with the contained panels. Okay. Wonder if Liam's gonna come back on now that he's home again with ice cream. Still got a kind of a ways to go. Yeah, I remember when I went to Ireland. I was in second grade, and one day we went out to see the lighthouse. My mom's from an island, off the mainland, and so anyway, there's this lighthouse on the island, and we went on like a little outing one day. I think it was me, my mom, and just some friend of hers, so maybe her cousin or something, and someone I didn't know, but she did. How about that? And we like had made sandwiches, and we were going out to this this lighthouse for a picnic or whatever. And around this lighthouse, there's all these cliffs, and oh, I think my grandma was with. Yeah, my grandma was with us too. I'm almost certain of that. And at one point, I decided I wanted to look out over the cliffs. So I get on my stomach and I grab the edge of the ground and pull myself over, like just to like look over the edge. And so I'm like pulling my body, like really pulling, like dragging my body, my feet behind me. I'm pulling my face over the edge so I can peek down into the ocean, like the waves crashing on the rocks below. I'm like, wow, so cool. And then my mom and my grandma just freaked out because, they know how precarious that is and how the ground could the edge of the tumultuous ocean. But me as a kid, I was just like, ooh, cool. They're like, get away from there. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. No, but that was fun. And what else? We also went to some church that day just to like look at it, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't my idea of fun. I didn't know what we were doing there, but it was like also I don't know. While we were there, we were just walking around and they were looking at stuff and I don't know, talking about memories or something. But they were all like talking in hushed tones, even though it was an empty church at the time. And they were like just being respectful and being quiet and everything. And like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And I'm like, can I ask you something, Mom? And she's like, yeah, what? I said, why are we all whispering? Since there was no one there. And they're like, are you kidding me? Stop it, you idiot. So like, we are so glad we brought you along, Ryan. Thanks for being here today. So, what else happened out there? Anything that I can think of that's notable? So my mom just used to take like two of us kids at a time when she would go out there. She would try to make like her first trip out there since probably the time my dad is talking about. Yeah, since the time my dad was talking about. My mom's first time out there after that was when I was in second grade. So I hadn't even been quite conceived then, though I was conceived before they got married. Let me see. What was I saying? So, yeah, so the next time my mom was out there was when I was in second grade. So at least, 8 years later? And that time it was me and my brother Jimmy that went with her out to the island. And the next time she went, she took my brother Mike and Liam. And the next time she went out there, she took my sisters Kaylee and Heather. And then I think Tara, my sister Tara, went with her one other time. And I think she's been out there maybe a couple other times since. Though I'm not certain. Yeah, my sister Tara went when my grandfather was on his deathbed. So we all got to meet my grandparents. Well, my grandfather, anyway. Let's see. This is Bonehead and the alien being spit out of this portal into this desert. Oh. Shut up. Okay. So it's 10 o'clock. And Liam has to have this video on his desk by Friday. I mean, by tomorrow. Sorry, I was just riffing there for no good reason. I went on autopilot for a split second there. Okay. It's looking eventful. No? Let's see. Let's get back to that. This mountain range. I said, immediately straying from it. Let's see. Do I have any Texas stories? My other grandmother, lived in Texas for a little while, and so I went out to Texas a couple times to see her. But I don't remember anything special about. I mean, nothing notable, that is, about those trips. Okay. I'm trying to keep the back of backgrounds, the background, lightly rendered to kind of keep it far away, you know? These little particles or whatever they are. They're continuing on this side of this panel. I'm just thinking about Bucky's train question again. So I was thinking about that recently. I was like, I never have an immediate answer for any of the questions he asks me. I always have to really, really think hard, and then I'm always like so taken aback by his questions because they're always so out of the blue. He's welcome to ask, but I usually have no idea what to say when he asks questions like that. Like, even when he asks like stuff related to comics, it's always like out there. Which is fine. Okay. I'm not going to ask Liam to come back. I'm getting close to being done, aren't I? I wonder, because he always seems to come in response to the directly sending the link to him, because I send it to all my siblings at once. But I wonder if they just have the notifications turned off on that group, that group chat. Because the other day I sent it directly to, I think, Mike and Jimmy as well. And they both ended up coming in on the show too. Maybe I got to send it directly to people. Maybe they'll respond better that way and come on the show. What do you think, audience? Worth a shot? Maybe I'll do that next time. What do you say, audience? Should I put on a show instead of a bunch of BS? None of this. Oh, I'm so what's the dang word? I'm so delightfully awkward. Don't know what to say. What do they say about Hugh Grant in The Simpsons? I'm so charmingly befuddled. Pretty much. That's my shtick. And I'm sticking to it. No, that's nothing to cling to. You jerk. Calling myself a jerk. That should be my brand. Self-disparaging remarks. That's something people can really sink their teeth into. Hating me. Okay. And then you get these rocks in the foreground. Okay. Here's this. I'm so charmingly befuddled. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's more rock. I was carrying that in the wrong direction, wasn't I? So I was kind of trying to make it see through a little bit. Like these are going to be like light or something coming out. So it won't be exactly see-through, but maybe you see the rock's silhouette ever so slightly. And I'm just carrying it in all the wrong directions. Okay. So some of those can go. Tell your man I'm stuck on this lovely girl. Horse to me, she mean all the world. How long can the days go on? Oh, when my love is so strong. Oh. I know I cannot tell a lie. I wanna see him go. Bye, 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 bye. Everybody else in this house is going to bed. It's the one thing I don't get to do no more. I get my sleep. Everybody knows that. It's just the stupidest hours of my life when I get to do it. Okay. Oops. Oh, I've got a text from somebody. Let me see. Let me just answer them real quick. It did for me yesterday. If not, it will. Pardon me. Sorry about this. Well, auto run. Okay. I'm still here. I'm just texting somebody an important response to something, and then I'm wrapping up this page. Okay, let me just read this back to myself, and then I'm finishing this page. Here, I can probably ink a little bit while I do that. Okay. Alrighty, that's that. Oh, look. It's our good friend Panda Matt. Hiya. How's it going? You just get out of work? Man, the last time you came on, I was all like topical and political and stuff. That was not my most entertaining day, if you ask me. And also, I'm almost done with this page. And I'm at my least entertaining. Oh, dang it. Follow-up questions. It should not. Let's see. How can I put this for this game? Thank you. I was liking those myself. And okay. Sorry. Not do it on its own. So doesn't let you do it. This is gold, man. What'd you have for dinner this evening? This is all I've eaten today. I was at work, Matt, at 4 p.m. last night till 3:30 in the morning. 3:45 in the morning. And so I kind of slept my morning away. And I was going to cook something, but now it's so late. Yeah. Should wait until to his that he does every night. Okay, hopefully that's clear. And in any case, I'm almost done. Just got to make this look more like a desert floor a little bit. Oh yeah, what was with this initial oops? Just making this ground resemble some sand. I'm so sick of you. You, the whole world. What does he say? I'm thinking of Ren and Stimpy quotes, but I can't remember the middle part. He goes, eating all my sand. That is one of my favorite episodes, I believe, called Hermit Wren, where Ren leaves home because he can't stand Stimpy anymore, and he goes away to live in a cave and be a hermit, and then he spends the rest of the episode dealing with all these like crazy imaginary friends. It's one of the wildest looking episodes. It's so strange, but it's so funny, I think. Hermit Wren. But that quote might not actually be from that one. I think it is. I think it must be. But I can't remember the exact context. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna end this show. I gotta walk somebody through something. But here's the page. We've got Space Lizard gets a bug. Oh, and then the whole tree gets sucked into a vortex while Bonehead and this alien get spit out. This has been Ink the Book Show. I must go away now. Back to space, where I hail from. So long, everybody. See you tomorrow.